This is the Investing News Network. I'm Georgia Williams, here with you at the 51st edition of the New Orleans Investment Conference. Joining me today is Chris Huggins, CEO of GENRF Uranium, which trades on the TSXV under ticker symbol GEN and on the OTCQB with symbol GENRF. Thank you for being with us today, Chris.
Happy to be here. Very excited.
It's lovely to meet you.
Yes.
Are you having a good time at the conference so far?
It's only first thing Monday morning. So yeah, well, I'm looking forward to it. I've heard great things. Everyone seems pretty excited and the market's, great place to be right now.
And it's a great crowd, so lots of interested investors.
Looking forward to meeting some of these folks.
Absolutely. Can you give us a quick overview of GENRF Uranium?
So GENRF is, we have a property called the Yath. It's a uranium grassroots project that has in the middle of Atha Energy's Angalac project, so which is their LAC 50 deposit. The exploration, their focus for the past couple of years has been on their Angalac project, and the claims that we own control. They literally go across the top third of Atha properties,
right,
from side to side. It's there's been significant amounts of historical work on the property, and we're excited to kind of ramp things up and just get to work and move forward towards discovery, hopefully.
Absolutely. And GENRF's Yath project sits beside Atha Energy's LAC 50, like you mentioned, one of the most talked about exploration zones in Canada's north. What makes Gen's land position uniquely valuable, and why do you believe investors are overlooking its potential?
Investors are overlooking the potential because the company really hasn't done a lot of work to communicate to investors that what we have. We went through when the uranium price kind of softened 12 months ago. We just kind of held on to a bunch of news, did some work in the background, and now that things have strengthened, we've put some money into the bank. We've refocused the company and really taking a look at the work that's been done historically, and we're really excited to dive into what we have. You mentioned the LAC 50 deposit, which is, as an exploration kind of discovery, Atha is going through and has restated what they expect that resource could be, and they're saying it could be a 60 to 90 million pound resource, which is extraordinary. The fact that their LAC 50 deposit essentially touches our claim boundary is about the fourth most interesting thing for us to explore and develop. Moving forward to 2026.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You recently closed an oversubscribed private placement and expanded the Yath property through new claims.
Yep.
How will this strengthen financial positions and land package support for your upcoming exploration plans, including the 2026 Phase 1 program?
Well, that money gives us some ability to be places like here. Look at doing some further geological work, a small field program. As I said, we put out a press release a couple of weeks ago with over 17 target areas that we identified going through the historical reports and data. So from our side, we need to get out into the field. We need to get on the ground, really see what's there, ground truth some of it, and really focus in on where we need to spend our exploration dollars and what that project can really look like for 26 and beyond.
Right. Spot uranium prices have grown by roughly 186% since 2020. We recently saw the U.S. commit $80 billion to new Westinghouse reactors, and there is renewed global focus on nuclear energy as clean, reliable baseload power. How is GENRF positioning itself to benefit from this policy and market momentum?
The real inflection point for investors is around exploration. It really is. I mean, the amount of time that it's taking, even projects like NextGen's Rook, which was discovered in 2014, and they're through their environmental assessment. They're not expected to receive approvals to even kind of advance the project until early 2026. So we're seeing from a discovery like that, even those kind of projects take 15 plus 20 years to get into development. With the number of nuclear reactors that are under construction right now, there's over 60 globally that are under construction. This investment by the U.S. government into new reactors, there is the current existing resources that are available, the deposits that we have are going to be depleted by mid to early 2030s. And so if we're not making those investments in grassroots exploration today, by 2035 and beyond, we're really going to be in a tight pinch to meet the baseload energy needs that we expect.
Right.
And so that's So from our side, we're a 3.5 million market cap company. We're very tiny. We have this extraordinary land package. We have a giant right next to us. And so for leverage opportunity, for an investment opportunity, there's high risk, but the rewards are extraordinary, we hope.
And there's a lot of talk about sort of expediting the permit process, but sometimes it's just, talk. Have you had any problems with getting permits?
Going through, I mean, we submitted our drill permits a little while ago, and with a lot of cases, we look forward to the community engagement and that process. It's been a learning process on both sides on how to manage this new amount of work for the communities and how for us to engage with them.
Right.
I was up in Baker Lake a couple of months ago just to do that, to really engage with the local communities, engage with the Inuit, really understand some of the challenges that they have, what they're looking for in corporate partners, and how do we make sure that we do the best work that we can in the areas where we're working. So it's we're optimistic that we'll get our drill permits and be ready to go for 26. But yeah, things do take longer than they expect. As I said, NextGen's Rook project, which is an extraordinary deposit, is just a prime example of, and that's even in an area that is already well established for uranium extraction.
Absolutely. Yeah. The company is working on some exciting things, and there are some pending updates from reinterpreted historic data to new geophysics. What specific news or milestones should investors watch for over the next few quarters as Generation advances towards drilling?
Well, it's the historic data and the amount of work that was done on the property is quite significant. So it's a lot of it is reintroducing a lot of that work. With the amount of money that we have raised right now, we look to have a modest field program as soon as we're able, once the snow's off the ground. Following that, we'll be certainly doing additional capital raises, both in hard dollar and flow through, and with those, and then of course with Yath's continued success and we anticipate development of their project, there's just going to be a ton of opportunity for us to really hit the ground running. One of the things, we actually put out a press release just this morning discussing so the prior operators had done some reverse circulation drilling on this one area where they were doing seismic geophysics simultaneously at the same time they're doing the drilling. And the drill holes they achieved about a 200-meter depth. And the unconformity that they were testing, which is Athabasca style unconformity system, turned out to be at about a 350 to 400-meter depth. So all of the drill holes, they intersected radioactivity and in about half of the drill holes that they completed. But the fact that they were 200 meters shy of hitting the target that's an exciting thing for us to follow up on.
Yes.
And be one of the first places we love to drill.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I'm sure investors can find out more on your website.
Yeah, we're going through updating the website. We'll have an updated corporate deck probably within the next couple of days here. So if they have a look around and don't see what looks current, my phone number's on all of our press releases. Happy to have them give me a call, ask questions, and we'll have more information out within the next couple of days for sure.
Fabulous. Well, thank you so much for joining me today, Chris. It was lovely to talk to you, and I hope you have a lovely rest of your conference.
I'm looking forward to it. It should be really good fun.
Yeah, New Orleans is a great city.
Good food.
Absolutely.
Good fun. Absolutely. Awesome. Thank you so much.
I'm Georgia Williams with the Investing News Network.